VVS has crashed massively over the last few weeks, and many people are claiming it's a scam project or a rug pull and jumping ship for fear of losing everything that they've invested. Now, I know it's hard when you see your investments plummeting, but like I've said to you before, you haven't actually lost anything unless you sell. Until then, you're just down. Now, you may be down a little bit or you may be down a lot, but you haven't actually lost anything, so don't panic.
Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic!
Before we dive in a bit deeper, I just want to share a couple of updates with you guys. So I'm pleased to tell you that I've created a Discord server as requested. I'll leave the address to this down below. Now, this is still work in progress, so bear with me whilst I set things up and determine the channels, etc. I'll also be introducing a couple of new features to the videos, the first of which is a term of the week. This is where I'll share with you a word, term or phrase and explain exactly what it is. I'll let you know about the other updates and features in future videos. Finally, I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers, so as promised, I will be doing a giveaway when I reach that number, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, and one other thing, I'm currently in the process of updating this little recording space here, so if things are a little bit dark, just bear with me on that, please. So back to VVS. Currently I have around $4,000 in the Crow WBTC farm, $500 in the Crow VVS farm, $50 in Auto VVS mine, and $200 in the Tonic mine. So I'm not heavily invested in the VVS token itself, but I am currently down about 30% on the VVS Finance platform in general. Now, even though I'm down, I'm not planning on selling for a while, so I haven't actually lost anything just yet. We'll see how things look in a year from now, and then maybe I might be ready to sell. Now, if you have money invested into VVS and you don't need the money, then it would probably be a good idea to keep it invested. If you do need to sell, then you should sell. Don't keep hold of something if you need the money. Now, like I've said before, if you do need the money, then perhaps you shouldn't invest into such volatile projects. If you do have spare money and want to invest into something, then perhaps invest into something more secure like an index fund. VVS is barely 2 months old. It's seen its ups and it's seen its downs. Currently it's down, but so is everything else. Almost everything in the crypto space is down, from Bitcoin and Ethereum to Dogecoin and Algorand. Now, when Bitcoin and Ethereum are down, the rest of the market usually follows. All of the DAOs like Wonderland Time and ClimaDAO are down, and many stocks and shares are down. It's just a bad time for any type of investment. Why? Who knows for sure, but the US stock market has dropped this week amid fears that the Federal Reserve will withdraw its economic monetary support and hike interest rates, and cryptocurrency is likely following the direction of the stock market. I'd also hazard a guess that the pandemic still has a lot to do with things. Now, I'm down on almost everything that I've got money in, the crypto market and the stock market. Am I concerned? Of course I'm concerned. Nobody wants to see their money dwindle away before their eyes. Am I going to panic and sell? No, not just yet.
Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic! Don't panic!
I believe in crypto.com and I believe in VVS. Now, I'm excited for every single project that they offer, but I won't lie to you and say that I don't have niggling doubts of uncertainty. It's just a natural feeling. But I don't believe for 1 second that the project is a scam or a rug pull. But how can we be sure it's not a scam or a rug pull? Well, nobody can be 100% on these things except the developers. But what we do know is that crypto.com are legit. They're not going to partner with a platform like VVS unless they've done their own due diligence and believe in the project themselves. Now, crypto.com has the potential to take the #1 spot in the crypto exchange world. They're constantly growing and improving their service. Now, they've spent millions on marketing and advertising and recently recruited the talents of Matt Damon for their Fortune Favours the Brave campaign. They have sponsorships with some of the biggest companies in the world, such as F1, Aston Martin and the UFC, and they've just taken over the Staples Center in Los Angeles in a multi-million-dollar deal. Are they perfect? Of course they're not perfect. They've got their faults like most other companies, and they have their reasons for criticism. But to be fair, they're still a relatively new company. It just wouldn't be worth losing their credibility to partner with a project like VVS that would rip off their customers. VVS is still brand new and tokens are being minted at a tremendous rate. There are currently around 4.5 trillion circulating tokens from a max supply of 100 trillion tokens. What does that mean? Well, it means that the more coins or tokens that are minted and are out in circulation, the more the price dilutes. On top of this, the developers are probably dumping a load of their own supply. Big investors or whales are probably selling off when they make a profit, and many regular investors like you and me are converting their harvested tokens into a more stable token. All of this will see the price decline, and with no token burn mechanism in place at the moment, the price will likely continue to decline. This leads me on to the term of the week, and this week's term of the week is token burn. Now, token burn is the process of taking coins out of circulation by sending them to an unusable wallet address or burn address. This is done to reduce the circulating supply of a coin or token, making it scarcer. When this happens, the price of the coin or token can increase in value. Now, although anybody can burn tokens, it's not something individual owners of a coin would do unless they wanted to throw money away. It's usually done by the developers of the token. So getting back to VVS, let's take a look at how things might play out by looking at what happened with PancakeSwap during its launch as an example. Now, the price started out at $1.10 on the 29th of September 2020, dropped to around 40 cents on the 1st of October 2020, made its way back up to $1.10 on the 12th of October, then went right the way down to 22 cents on the 9th of November. It then hovered around the 40, 50, 60 cent mark for the next couple of months, jumped back up to $1.10 in January 2021, and then it mooned all the way up to an all-time high of $42.59 on the 29th of April. It now sits at around the $10 mark, which is an increase of over 800% from the $1.10 baseline. Now, that was all in a number of months. Now, obviously there's no guarantee that this will happen with VVS. All projects are different, but this is just a reminder that things take a little time. So let's just be patient before panicking.
Don't panic! Don't panic!
There are so many people investing into VVS without fully understanding what it is they're investing into. It seems that many of these people are expecting to see their money multiply exponentially within a day or a week. And when this doesn't happen, they start throwing around terms like scam or rug pull. Now, some people can and do make a lot of money when investing early into certain projects. Many of the early investors into new projects are experienced investors and know exactly what they're doing. Others have limited understanding and are merely following the hype. Now, some get lucky and make a lot of money, and others, probably the majority, don't. The ones who don't get rich are the ones who usually scream the loudest that these projects are a scam or a rug pull. It isn't a scam. VVS isn't a scam, but it isn't a get rich quick scheme either. If you're concerned that the project is a scam, then just don't buy into it. If you've already bought into it and are worried that you'll lose your money, then sell what you have. Otherwise, just leave it to grow. If you haven't yet bought into VVS and want to do so with as little risk as possible, then why not farm for VVS tokens using the pairings CRO and Wrap Bitcoin or CRO Ethereum? Or for even less risk, why not farm VVS using USDC USDT? You'll still earn VVS for your stake, which you can then harvest and put into the glitter mines and mine for more VVS, or tonic if you prefer, and you're basically getting these tokens for free. Now, I've been mining and holding since week 2, and the downward trend is depressing to watch if I'm honest, but I am keeping the faith and holding what I've got. Now, I don't know what the future holds for VVS, nobody does obviously, but right now I'm on board with Crypto.com and VVS Finance. I'm planning to hold medium to long term. If it skyrockets over the next few weeks, then that's great. If it doesn't, then that's okay too, as most of my investment is from mined coins. I'm planning on sticking with it and will reevaluate in the next year or so. Let me know in the comments what you plan to do, and don't forget there's a link to the Discord server down below and you guys can take the discussion there, and I'll catch you over there. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.